Now, next up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we get a little bit artistic. Now, because of its broad appeal, art is often a great way to start necessary dialogues around controversial issues. I mean, it has worked for politics, for uniting people in special causes, and now a photographer is shedding light on a long-standing social issue, gangsterism, using art as a vehicle.
An art gallery is the last place you'd expect to find gangsters. But this art gallery is filled with portraits of former gang members in an exhibition that tells a powerful story.
Now, when people hear the word gangsterism, they immediately just want to shy away from the topic. But that's an issue that photographer Leanne Olwacher wants to explore. And she's doing this through her exhibition called The Interrupters. Leanne, the name Interrupters is quite a peculiar one, and you see it big and bold when you enter the studio. So tell me about the choice of that name.
I was intrigued when I first heard about Ceasefire, who use reformed gang members to work as professional violence interrupters. So when they're shooting in an overpark, these guys go out and actually mediate violence. I thought it was quite an intriguing title for the exhibition.
I understand that you also did work with prisoners in Pollsmoor, with them doing yoga. So how did that experience differ from this Interrupters experience?
I think if you look at all the backstories of the prisoners of all these gangsters, you'll start feeling quite a lot of compassion for them. And so I wanted to know who are these guys, where do they come from, and tell that story and show that journey of change. So I wanted to show the world, in Cape Town especially, that change is possible when it comes to gangsters.
Was there ever a moment when you were considering the fact that you are photographing very notorious and potentially dangerous men? Did that play on your mind at all?
I sometimes think back and I look at the tattoos and I think about the life they've lived, and that is quite hectic. But I never see them like that. I see them as the changed people that they are, and that's what I've always connected with. It sometimes made me think like, wow, this guy's quite a heavy past, but it also made such an impression on me because it shows how far he's come and the change that he's made.
So at the end of the day, what would you like people to take as a message from your Interrupters project?
I think the first thing is that change is possible. When we think about gangsterism and the issue of gangsterism, I think we need to realize that we don't have a gang problem as such. We actually have a social problem. And we need to have a look at how we can change that and how we can help these communities to change the ending. And a program like Ceasefire I've seen is very effective. Conventional approaches don't work in this case, so we need to try something new. And this, I believe, is something that can really work. So I want to get some awareness on that as well.
All of the photographed men are using their background to help reduce gang violence in their communities. They also share their personal stories in exploration of social issues that lead to gangsterism.
I was a gangster at the age of 12 because this is the time when they shot my two brothers dead. If they look at my tattoos, they see a 28, that already make them scared. Well, I'm not part of the gang anymore. I'm not living that life anymore. You know, I'm totally a changed man. As you can see, it's written, I'm the dreamer because I also dream for a better future, dream for destiny, dream for a better life, dream for my children one day in my family to have a better life, not to fall into the trap that I did fall in.
Op die 16de June word ek in my kop geskiet. Daar had ek nog geen personaliteit nie, maar toe gaan ek hospitaal toe. Daar het net so warm met my gekom, ek moet nou op einde kom, ek moet stilstaan kom. Toe gaan ek in by die counselor, van met die Sprintse kantoor, toe sê ek vir hom, ek soek help aan. En toe kom hy so wat ek paar mense kontak, en toe kontak jy van Ceasefire, Interrupter is so, hy vat jou aan jou hand, hy loop die pad saam met jou. Soos hy saam die pad jou loop, probeer jy om beste te doen vir jou, dat hy na weken kan kom, dat hy kan op jou voete staan, man. Dat hy kan be independent is. Dat is die mooiste van 'n Interrupter.
These interrupters work as part of an initiative called Ceasefire. It gives reformed gangsters an opportunity to do good and bring positive change to their communities.
I was placed in an overpark as a full-time minister, and with all the issues in gangsters and violence, I looked at different methodologies to incorporate into recovering high-risk individuals. So I looked at the Ceasefire methodology, Cure Violence Overseas. I looked at our program that we ran locally, and then I decided to fuse the two together and to bring Ceasefire into an overpark and pilot it in an overpark to recruit interrupters, outreach workers, to be able to do the work in the streets for us. We have already managed to reduce violence with 43%, let alone within an overpark. So we did qualitative work and quantitative work. So we've also recruited 168 guys to join the program. So I think from where we were and where we are today, we've grown a lot, but I think much more should still be done.
In die gangsterism, die gesig het ek gehad. Ek was 'n happy-go-lucky persoon, ek was altyd walge. Altyd die ene, jy skiet hom, jy stiek hom. En kyk nou.
Het sap hou nie meer vir my vas nie, maar ek is vry. Ek kan nou in my gemeenskap gaan en ek kan gaan praat met die jong manne. Ek kan gaan praat met die manne wat nog tsappe is en vir hulle sê, moenie laat die vir jou hou waar jy is vandag nie. Maar change is possible as jy oor die tsap kan kyk.
When I look at the picture, I surely check you could look evil, yo, because for me the picture is very evil, evil looked out of me, but I know that's not me anymore. I did change.
You know, once you've taken a moment to look around the Interrupters exhibition and read the stories of these reformed gangsters, you realize that they're more than just that. These are guys with names. They're called Wilfred, Gordon, and Jeremy, and they've made a change in their lives, and they want to use this change to affect our future generation.